This is the Big O Show. 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 This is the Big O Show.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new CVX. Only $459 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
When it comes to your smile, confidence is so important. At Moody S Dental, they provide the services to get your smile back. This family-run practice prides itself by offering the latest technology to give your family the best experience possible. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years with offices in Hialeah and Plantation. They accept most major dental insurances. They provide free new patient exams, 20% off select treatments. To qualify, please follow us on Instagram at moodys.dental. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years. To schedule an appointment in Hialeah, call 305-821-0231 and Plantation 954-692-6825. From Invisaligns, dental implants, same-day crowns, and the preventative care and preservation to get your smile back. Go to moodysdental.com to find out more and tell them Big O sent you.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Take $10,000 off a 2025 MDX at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge. Total Landscape Solutions.
The Sultan's choice for excitement, and a caravan of savings awaits at Toyota of Hollywood. Your wish for savings has been granted with discounts of up to $4,500. Take a magic carpet ride in a Toyota Corolla, not $24,000, $19,988. Step into our Grand Bazaar where you'll find epic savings at the #1 volume Toyota dealer, Toyota of Hollywood, on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
Oh, Sam, not again.
Initiating Daddy's back.
Go!
Set the rhythm of your smart home with Sloman Shield Blink, the new integrated smart home platform that automates your life just the way you want it. Sloman Shield Blink. Be the maestro of your own home.
There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new ADX. Only $299 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors, 305-345-3649. Or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rayom can help.
Price, service, selection. Get all this and more at South Florida's #1 loved Subaru store. Subaru of Pembroke Pines. Save today with our 3 ways to save. 0% financing, 0 down payment, or make no payments for 90 days. From Subaru of Pembroke Pines.
The viewpoints, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website.
It's the place to go for South
Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome aboard. We are in beautiful Subaru of Pembroke Pines, 16100 Pines Boulevard. Come on out. Say hi. We'll be out here for a couple of hours. Apparently, I screwed up when I made the billboard because I got people on the whole thing. We're not late. We're on time. We always do the show here at 11 o'clock. It says 11 a.m. It says, can the Miami Dolphins satisfy their fan base? Wednesday show, 12/26/25, 11 a.m. Oh, it's 11/26/25. You can't edit that either? Can you edit that? I think maybe early on you might be able to still edit it out. Look at that. I'm human, dude. What do you want, bro? I'm coming off a trip to Europe for a week. I got a big ass cold that I've been unloading all this mucus. I think I got like nuclear waste inside of me. So I'm recovering from that. Okay. And so, I screwed up the title in the morning on the show. Relax, folks. Like, you guys pounce on people the second they make a mistake. I think you guys forgot, like, I'm human, man, So we're going to make mistakes. And we said yesterday on the show that we would start at 11 today. Oh, so it is perfect now? See? There we go. So now it says 11:26 apparently. So there we go. I like it. Anyway, welcome aboard. Time to have a little fun here. We'll talk to David Furones. He'll join us in hour number 2. We'll have some fun. There we go. I didn't want to cough. I'm trying to save myself, from the whole thing. Anyway, so got some stuff to talk about. We got the Panthers and the Heat back in action. I hate when they're constantly playing on the same night, bro. I hate it, bro. And I'm still going to end up doing it. Anyway, thank you, sir. So we got the Heat and the Panthers playing tonight. We got that going on. We got Turkey Day tomorrow. We got a couple of games. We've got the Packers and the Lions, the Chiefs and the Cowboys, and the Bengals and the Ravens.
Pretty decent lineup tomorrow compared to other Thanksgivings past.
Yes.
There were some, duds in there, but
yeah, I don't know. Will the Bengals-Ravens one be a good game? But yeah, at least it's a rivalry. It's a division game. Packers-Lions should be interesting, and the Chiefs and the Cowboys. Again, will the Cowboys choke?
Yeah, it depends which team shows up. And then also with the Bengals, at least the story is Burrows comes back. Lamar's got a hurt toe. I mean, come on. The story's writing itself here.
Yeah. That Baltimore train is about to end as the quarterback's getting older, and if you can't make a living in the pocket and you keep running, the injuries are going to keep piling up because that's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's kind of the way it goes, unfortunately. But it's very obvious and very easy to see what's going on in that situation. But anyway, excuse me. Inter Miami, by the way, on Friday, we'll be playing the Eastern Conference Finals in the MLS. Damn, dude. All of a sudden, it was just like everything was smooth, and then it just got a little rough. Yeah, I haven't even coughed much. Anyway. So, we got a lot of things to talk about on the show. We'll have some fun. Eric will swing by, and we'll have a good time. And of course, this episode is sponsored by the folks here at Subaru of Pembroke Pines, the dealership South Florida trust for unbeatable Subaru savings. And of course, they've got no payments for 90 days. You can take home the Crosstrek for just $189 a month, or choose the Outback for $229 a month. 0% financing available. And if you're looking for hybrids, the Crosstrek Hybrid and the Forester Hybrid models are in stock now and ready for eco-friendly adventures. And of course, mention our name, Big O, and you will get it when you get here. Tell them, hey, Big O sent me. Whether you're buying or leasing a vehicle, you will get $500 off. That's the beautiful thing. Call them 754-799-4129 or stop by here at Subaru of Pembroke Pines. Use the QR code there and always tell them that Big O sent you. Very important, folks, that you tell them that we sent you. We had a listener, I don't know exactly the car they bought, but they mentioned us about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. And so thank you very much. Got your $500 off, and then you ended up getting the vehicle, which is a beautiful thing. What do we have here on the chat board? Steven says, morning, Big O Sean. I hope all is well. Just been told that my uncle-in-law has passed away from cardiac arrest Monday night. Wow, man. Our thoughts and prayers, our condolences, Steven, man. I'm sorry about that. NorCal is in the house. Puffin, of course. Jaybird in. Thank you, Jaybird. Chimp Shock, thank you, sir. Brian Radke, the one and only. Gus 1388. You know what? Do me a favor. Give me 30 seconds.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge, Total Landscape Solutions.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we thank William Quigley and the great people there at Cutter's Edge Pro. Dave Broward, Palm Beach counties. Make sure you call my guy, William Quigley. And thank you, because I had to clear my throat a little bit there. You know, a week out in Spain. And I kind of agree with people. I bet I got it on the plane, and out of all places, because that damn capsule.
Yeah, and again,
it's like 300 people.
Yeah, that's definitely probably. But you're around a lot of people when you did the post game and the pregame and walking. I'm sure there's people all over.
And cold.
Yeah, that's
cold constantly.
And you're going cold, hot, cold.
Oh yeah, dude. It was like it was brutal. By the way, I just saw some news out of Spain. España, basura. Just want to say, you know what basura is in Spanish? Trash. Yeah. Spain wants to charge capital gains on Bitcoin 47%. That's some communist shit, dude. Like, yeah, visit Spain, but don't ever live there, dude. Please. What a bunch of clowns, dude. Anyway, their economy is going to crap. Anyways, it is. If they weren't in the European Union, they'd be a third world country by now. That's how bad their economy is going. It's really headed in a terrible direction. But you know, it is what it is. That there's a lot of countries headed in that same direction. It's not just a Spain thing. A lot of countries in the European Union are really, really, really struggling. Anyway, let's see, what else do we have here? Think Blue Dodgers I see out there in LA. Having Los. He wasn't tuning in yesterday. He just tuned in, so he doesn't really know. Let's see. Rosendo, Brian Landis, Lenny Pena. Let's see. Jamie Zoria enjoying a little hump day. True Fin fan. What else? I see Frankie Fresco, Joseph, Jeff in Long Island. Thank you all for the Thanksgiving wishes to everyone out there. That is very cool of you. Jack Sultan, as always. Let's see. Stony Stanley, Finn's Pocket Potatoes. Ocala Joe says Mel Brooks used to say, "It's good to be the king. Smash and loving it." Yes, sir. That was from History of the World, Part 1.
We always were waiting for part 2. Right? It was like, when was part 2 going to come, and it just never really happened right away. Some people think it's Spaceballs, but it's not really Spaceballs, but it was like, man, Mel, could you have made number 2 like right away? It would have been awesome because you were on a roll at that moment. That would have been good. Those are movies now that you cannot make. Now you can never make those kind of movies ever again. Oh, Spaceballs 2 will suck. That's just a money grab. That's all it is. It's a money grab. There's no way you're going to be able to come close to the original Spaceballs. So Pat in Nashville says, oh, that will be 11 demerits for starting on time. Don't let it happen again. Ray Grullon, thank you, sir, for the well wishes on Thanksgiving. Never forget the Turkey Day game that Leon Letton messed up. Just to see Jerry Jones' face was hilarious. Amen. Amen. That was awesome. Yep. Speaking of time flies, the NFL is going to be celebrating the 250th anniversary of the league. So they're going to have a special commemorative ball that's going to have 250th on it. And you talk about time flying. For me, 1976 was like yesterday. I remember when our country was 200. And it was like the biggest thing. Everything was dressed up red, white, and blue. I remember in our school, we had this whole thing about all kinds of art and everything. I was in elementary in those days. And we had to do all kinds of red, white, and blue art. And we had all kinds of, things that you guys don't do nowadays, things that the kids don't do nowadays, which they actually learn the old traditional songs back in the day, you know what I mean? Which, of course, they don't do that now. But I remember the 200th like it was yesterday. I can still remember my class. I can still remember my teachers. I can still remember the events, the television coverage of it. It was like the biggest thing that our country was, closing in on the second century. Even though our president thinks we've had relations with Italy for thousands of years, of course, because, I don't know. He's celebrating, he celebrates our country in many other birthdays. I have no idea. Yeah, completely. Yeah, maybe he got in with sliders and then, went back into time. And then there's another America that's thousands of years old, but hey, I digress here. But anyway, just so, the 250 and like 50 years, dude. Like I'm blessed to at least be able to see the 250. Okay. I mean, but it's crazy that it was like nothing. When they tell you that time flies, whether it's the Leon Lett game in the early 90s or whether it's our country celebrating its 50th anniversary in 76. I mean, it's like time flies. It is ridiculous. Wow. 50 years, like nothing. I know this, I won't see 300. Unless they do come up with that those shots now that they can extend your life and all this kind of stuff. And I saw there's one now for dogs to extend dogs' life that they're working on that too, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely. But anyway, just crazy. 250 years. Impressive. What else do we have here? Let's see. Frankie says, Big O, let's say you got forever banned from going to concerts. Now you're getting some serious stuff here now. What are you doing to me now, Frankie? I mean, if you tell me I can't go to a Dolphins game again, I'm going to go, okay, a concert? Damn, it's kind of rough. You really know how to hurt a man. This man, I'm sorry. Who would be the last person you'd wish to see before not being able to attend more concerts. Oh, that's easy. You too. That's easy. You too. You want to know? You want to know what I did flying to Spain and back? My wife watched about 7 or 8 movies, 3 or 4. She watched 4 this way. She watched, I believe, 3 that way. I listened to 16 hours of U2. I've got all their regular albums, and then I've also got a bunch of live albums from all over the world, different years, different tours. When what was that thing called? When we used to steal audio, what's that thing called? I mean, not that I would steal audio. I would never do that. I mean, it just like by osmosis, it ended up on a bunch of my CDs. Anyway, what was that thing called? Napster. Thank you, Ray. So back when Napster was working, and this was what, like mid 90s, right? Late 90s. I downloaded and found live U2 concerts from all over the world. All over the world, and different tours and all kinds of stuff, and it was awesome. So I blended those in also in there. And so I just shuffle and boom. And then so on my pad, on my phone, I'm just listening to all kinds of stuff from YouTube. So that's it. So that's what I did for 16 hours. I listened to one band there and back. Didn't watch anything. You know what I had on my screen? The plane. The travel of the plane. You know how they put the map out and how many miles and all that? That's all I had on my screen, and I was just listening to YouTube the entire time. One band, there and back. That's insane, isn't it? It's insane. But for me, U2 is a cathartic experience. It is a thing that when I walk out, I feel like nothing else I've ever felt in any other concert. And so, yes. So it's U2. And I've seen them more than any band I've ever seen in my life. And I would love to, if I had the money, I would go and follow them on a tour. Put it that way. Pat in Nashville would go with me, by the way. He would be the nutbag that would go with me on that. Okay? But that's what I want to do. In fact, Pat is going to go with me to Dublin on the next tour. So we're just waiting. By the way, Pat, that thing you sent me on Reddit, I couldn't play it. I don't know why. The link was dead or something on my phone. I tried to play it on the drive here, but I could not, my brother. And thank you for sending me that and looking out. Appreciate that. So there we go. There is a part 2 to History of the World. What is it? What is it? Did they make it? I don't remember no History of the World part 2. There's a joke. Let me see. There's a joke, right? There's a joke somewhere. There is.
Well, it was a sketch comedy 2023. It's a season long.
Oh, a sketch comedy? Oh God, that's probably bad. Yeah, and it did it in 2023. Yeah, you had to do History of the World Part 2 like right away. Do they have Jews in space? Because that was one of the coolest starships I've ever seen in my life. That's why I was. Alan, how you doing, baby? Ooh, wash your hands. I got a cold. Wash your hands right away. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have shook your hand. Go wash your hand right away. Don't shake hands with anybody else. I am sorry about that. I should have given you the fist. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was the GM, and I just gave him a cold. So if I'm not here at Subaru at Pembroke Pines anymore, next month or whatever, you're going to know why I screwed up. So anyway, Anthony Cow, I'm sorry to hear this. One of my favorite artists, Juliana Hatfield. 3 lyrics come to mind. A heart that hurts is a heart that works. Amen. Amen. Not many of us know who Juliana Hatfield is. Oh, a lot of people don't know Juliana Hatfield. That's an odd one right there, Pat. Nice job by you. But coming from you, I'm not surprised. Oh, what else do we have? Yeah, Frankie, no reggaeton. No, it won't be no reggaeton. What's up, baby? There you go. See, now I did the fist for them. The safety one, not the that was Eric. So I didn't get Eric polluted. Pat in Nashville says, I have a YouTube website for you that has hundreds of YouTube shows. You have to register. I'll send you the link to. Oh, good. Something to you. Can you can you do that? That way I put them all on one machine and I can listen. I like that. Bloody Wood says, oh, I guess after you two, it would be us. Yeah, of course it would be Bloody Wood right after you two. We love Bloody Wood. True Finn fan says, Freddie Mercury is second only to Bad Bunny. Thank you, True Finn fan, for the love in the super chat. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you. No, Devin, I did not get a flu shot. I've never gotten a flu shot. Yeah. No, unfortunately. No, I didn't. But I'm super blessed because it's only mucus. I have no throat problems, no stomach, no fever, no body aches. Like colds can create all kinds of problems for you besides the phlegm and the mucus. This one is just phlegm and mucus. Nothing else. So it's really, it's just a pain in the butt, but it's not like a regular cold that brings you down and you can't do stuff or whatever it is. No, that's just not the case right now. I feel fine. It's just mucus. That's it. Clear your throat. That's all it is. Unfortunately. Let's see. What else do we have? Yes, it's a torrent site. Okay. All right, good. And Frankie says flu shots don't work. I don't know if even having a flu shot, I would have been saved by this trip. Because I took a jacket. You want to laugh? Okay. Did I tell the story? I told you this story, but I don't think I sent it on the air, right? Yeah. Yeah. I took a jacket that also has a heater, right? I never had to use the heater because I thought it was going to be cold, and I'm usually a wuss to cold weather. So it was in the high 40s to 50s to low 60s at best on there, but it usually was somewhere in the 50s. So for me, that's like freezing temperature. Like I'm a complete wuss for that. So I get there and I got my jacket. It's going to be great. Cold's not going to affect me whatsoever. And the jacket was so good that I would sweat. Because you walk. So you're walking hills and you're walking miles every day. Every day I was walking miles. So I would get hot and I would sweat. I would have to open my jacket up and then that cold air would. What flu shot's going to stop that? You know what I mean? So it got to a point that I brought some long sleeve shirts and I ended up one day going out with 2 t-shirts under and the long sleeve over. And I wasn't cold at all. Then it started raining. So, I kind of okay, I learned my lesson. Now I know what I got to do if I go to a place like this where it's going to be cold and maybe rainy, which that's what it was for the whole week. I gotta bring the proper stuff that repels rain and things like that. And I didn't do, like maybe a dry fit or something like that, which would have helped then in that case. These are things that, you live and learn. And so I made the mistake, and I didn't know that my jacket was going to be too good for that place. Now I know that when my jacket is really good, but I got to go to a place that's going to be, 20 or 30, 40, snowing and all that kind of, then my jacket's going to be absolutely awesome. I never even had to turn on the heater of the jacket. That's how good that jacket is. So yeah, that was my problem. So I would sweat in the cold. And so here's the end result of it. And again, it's just mucus. There's no pneumonia, there's no fever, there's no body aches, there's no stomach, there's nothing. It's just crap that I got to just get the hell out of my body. And that's it. So that's all. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it, unfortunately. What do you got?
Mike McDaniel opened up the presser saying that every player that's on the active roster will participate in practice.
Okay.
I don't know if that's really saying a lot, but everybody that's active will be practicing in some form.
Whatever, bro. At this point, where are we? I was on Twitter yesterday, and I see somebody, no, let's talk about the state of the team. I'm like, yeah, it takes 3 seconds. They still suck. That's it. What state of the team is there? It is what it is. They suck. There's nothing to talk about with the Dolphins right now, unfortunately. And the one topic that I have, which is funny, is that this is like the weirdest season because there's no way they can satisfy people. They're trying to win a game this week, and you got a bunch of Dolphin fans that don't want them to win. It's like the weirdest thing. It's just weird. It's just like it's a dynamic that is just twisted, Like, I'm glad that I'm going to watch a game and they got a chance to win their 5th game. Does it mean much? No, it doesn't, but they're professionals. They're going to try to win. So I'm a Dolphins fan, so I'll root for them. Now, does it mean much in the big picture? Of course not. Team's lost. The franchise is lost. They're not going anywhere. They're not winning anything. You know what I mean? But it's just a weird thing that the only way that this team could satisfy everyone is by running the table and winning a playoff game. Seriously. Like, that's the only way that everybody would say, I think that if you win a playoff game after not winning a playoff game for over 2 decades, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, after all the crap we've been through, you ran the table and you did something miraculous and won a playoff game. That would be the only thing that people could not really then really complain too much, because you ended up doing something productive with it. Like, now you're going to win 7 or 8 games and you're not going to get in the playoffs. You're not going to win anything. You're going to go to the middle of the draft. All the stuff that's, doesn't really matter. Now, for the professionals on the field, winning those games matters to those guys. Getting to 7 or 8 wins, getting to 9 wins, getting to 10. That would be phenomenal for them. That would be freakish for them. That's all they can get to, right, is 10. They got 6 left. 11. So they've got 6 games left. Yeah. So 10 is the most. So for them, it would mean something. But that's the only way. This is a season that you can't satisfy anybody. It would take a miraculous run, a miraculous turnaround, and then accomplish something nobody has accomplished for decades. So you're going to say, well, hey, dude, at least we won a playoff game. That's something off. Now, is that going to happen? Of course not. Give me a break. But again, it's like we go into this weekend with people like not inspired to watch anymore. I got friends already that have tuned out. They're like, no. You got them too? Oh, yeah. But I also turn people off by being negative too. Being realistic, I know. But for them, it's, oh my God, he's negative. but I'm realistic. So that turns the soft fan off, the fanatical that can't handle the truth and has to kind of lie to themselves. Oh no, we're going to run the table. Oh yeah, we're going to win 12 games this year. We're going to go to the AFC Championship game. Yeah. Whatever. It's silliness. I get it. They're weak and they can't handle it, so they've got to lie to themselves about it. It is what it is. But really, the only way to satisfy everybody is that's it. Win, get in the playoffs, and win a playoff game. Outside of that, you're going to have a ton of pissed off people. Because if you win 7 or 8 or 9 games, they're going to say, for what? Now you ruin your draft position. So, just a rough one, man. It's a really tough season, like always for all of us. And it sucks. Let's see. Big O, you probably had good sleep as well after all those cold walks. No, I didn't, because the bed was not good. The bed was not good, unfortunately. The bed was you probably didn't hear the stories, but the bed didn't satisfy in the Airbnb, gotta say. One thing I really like about this Heat team is that they're taking the regular season seriously, as it should be. It's the post Jimmy Butler effect. LOL. Yes. Did you see the Heat post today? Did any Heat post? Did you watch any of the Heat posts today at all, Sean? Okay, so I'm just because this is one that I thought was funny, because you talk about where we're at, what era we're at, and here's what they posted yesterday. It was. Can you see it there on the? Be a good teammate. Be a good teammate. Post Jimmy era. Be a good teammate. It's like Sean Duffy from the airlines telling people, hey, can you dress like decent and treat our pilots and our stewardess, flight attendants with courtesy, which, by the way, it's shameful that the director of the whatever, I forgot Sean Duffy's title or whatever, transportation director or whatever it is, has to remind people to be decent human beings on a plane and also dress, which, by the way, I agree. Some of you people go on a plane like you think you're going to sleep. You're on a plane. You're going somewhere. Dress like a decent human being and act like a decent human being. It's sad that the Heat have to, it's really a shot, but, do you really have to tell somebody to be a good teammate? Shouldn't you be a good teammate? You know what I mean? Shouldn't you give a shit about the regular season? And they do, So, yeah.
I love the caption. Welcomed back with open arms and plenty of laughs. Love to see it.
Yeah. It's like Bam's hat, joy dealer. That was a coincidence. Of course it was. Of course it was. Total coincidence. You know what I mean? But it's sad that we have to say the obvious. Hey, by the way, you're coming onto this plane or going into this hospital. Please don't bring guns or bombs or whatever. Really, do we have to put that there? Don't you know that by now? Oh man, yes, sir.
Did you see the thing with Bam, Tyler, and Asia Wilson?
Bam, Tyler, Asia Wilson. No,
they were together handing out turkeys on the behalf of the Heat.
Oh yeah,
they had Asia Wilson there. It was I thought it was pretty interesting to see. They included.
Her season's over. Yeah. She's down here living probably with Bam, and So he's always with her.
No, yeah. So,
During her time. So, that's what a relationship is. You're with each other and you're supportive of each other and everything. So that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. What am I getting here? Oh, that was you. Okay. All right. Let's see, what else do we have here? Who cares about the draft position? Whoever the new GM will be has to make the pick. BPA, plain and simple. That's it. Exactly. Just pick the right player, no matter what round it is. And maybe you'll be a good team one day. Rosendo says, agree, Big O. As a society, we forget how to properly dress. Some forget how to dress when they go to church. Well, that's, wow. But no, it's serious. Like the people that go to a plane, they got their shoes off, they're barefooted, they're putting their feet all over the place. It's just like there's no, and then you treat the flight attendants like crap. I've never done that to a flight attendant ever in my life. I've always been courteous to them. I've always thanked them. When I walk off the plane, every time I thank whoever is there. Pilots, whoever, I always thank them. Every single time. It's sad. It's sad where we're at. And the fact that they have to tell you, like the Heat, I'm so glad. I'm happy to see that the Heat is taking the regular season series. They're not a team that can afford to do this. And by the way, you're in the third spot now. You're not only winning, but you're solidifying that position. And there are going to be days where you're going to struggle and you're going to lose a couple games. You don't want to be in the 7th, 8th, or 9th, or 10th seed at that point, and then you struggle. If you're in the 3 seed, drops you to 4 or 5 or whatever, but at least you're still right in the mix. Why? Because you have put a lot in reserves in wins. That's what you're doing now. Tonight is the game. Instead of losing the games you used to lose all the time that you shouldn't lose, you know what I'm talking about. They're taking care of the teams they're supposed to take care of. That's what it's all about. Dallas was missing their top guys. They still have good players, good coaching, excellent defense, so that you were going to get a gritty game out of them. That's what you got. You put them away. You got the W. Today, you're playing against a Bucks team that is not very good, missing Giannis and others. So take care of business. This is an easy win. Make it an easy win. Walk out of there with your 14th win. Because this is what you want to do, because there are going to be dog days. And that's what a responsible team does. So I love what I'm seeing from the Miami Heat. I'm with you on that. It's fun to watch. Just is. And I'm going to have a blast watching both the Heat and the Panthers tonight. Really looking forward to Inter Miami on Friday. Because that is pretty exciting. They're one win away from the MLS Cup. And they need it. And especially Messi. After last year's choke job, these guys got to win the title. You can't get paid this kind of money and not produce a title. That's unacceptable. Big O, do you really think Ross will keep McDaniel as head coach and let the new GM decide the head coach, or Ross hire GM? NorCal, I have no idea what the old man's going to do. No idea. And I'm just going to react to it when it happens. Just don't know. Don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he's thinking. I know what makes sense is clean house. Completely. Everybody. Wipe the whole place out. and start anew. But that's just me. This is a bad owner, so I have no idea. And quite frankly, I don't have much hope, to be honest. So, I'm like I told you guys, I started already last off season where I did not go to training camp anymore. And I told you I'm never going back to training camp again until they're a good team. They've got to be a good team for me to go to training camp. I've gone for 30 plus years, 35 years for a shitty team every year and all that. And I'm done. I'm done. Done. Too old for it already. And so, unfortunately, NorCal, they lost, in me at least, the fanatical coverage. Not doing it anymore for the Dolphins. I am not going overboard for the Dolphins anymore. They will need to do their part in order for me to be motivated to cover them more. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of it. Just am. I'm tired. I'm worn out. And it's the team I love the most. It's the team I want to win the most. But it's the team that consistently lets me down more than anybody else. So I'm not going to build myself up for the draft. I'm not going to build myself up for anything. For no press conference, no trade, nothing. I'll build myself up when they start winning again. When they're actually a really good team, then I'll get inspired again to do more. But outside of that, I'm just going to react to whatever happens. And that's it. They got me, dude. They got me. Finally got me. And I'm done. So, that's it. It's like there's no reason to have any kind of go overboard coverage with the Dolphins. They don't deserve it. So that it is what it is. The old school folks like us have more courtesy than the new generation. Probably Alexis. Yeah, that's probably true. Walter Olivares, the Panthers is the only team that can afford to take it easy during the regular season. Right. And they do that. The last quarter, maybe fifth of the season or whatever, they kind of coast at that point and kind of, get healthy and ready to go for the playoffs. They do that. They kind of pace themselves is what they do. Yeah. But it's different. Okay? Because the Panthers are working hard every night. Every night, dude. The guys, whoever does take the ice, you might get some guys resting or whatever, but the guys that take the ice, they're not pulling any Jimmy Butlers and sitting on the corner over there or whatever. None of that. All year cooling and plumbing. One and only, baby. Gotta love Tommy and all the great people at All Year Cooling and Plumbing. They've been in business since 1973. Family owned. 52 years. 52 years, man. They've got offices in Homestead. They service from Homestead all the way to Vero Beach. And got an office now in Naples on the West Coast. We've got a lot of listeners in the West Coast. Check it out. Call them. Florida's #1 AC and plumbing service. Extended warranties, financing available, same-day installations, free repair estimates, 7-day-a-week service. Call them 888-204-5554. Go to allyearcooling.com. You can get a free estimate there. Over 350,000 satisfied customers. Same-day service and installs. #1 in Florida when it comes to AC and plumbing service. It's All Year Cooling. What else do we have here? It would be hard for a coach when the team starts winning streak, but I remember when Flores was fired in the end. Yeah, Flores was fired because of the slow start. That's why. And the winning streak was against all the bad teams. He lost against most of the good teams in the first half of the season that year. Big O Paul Maurice is the perfect coach that the Panthers needed when he was hired to lead them. It's a whole Zito Paul Maurice thing. They hired the right GM, who then hired the right coach. That's it. That's just kind of the way it goes. By the way, Dolphins favored by 5.5. The over and under is 41.5. Why don't we do this? Let's get to our 3A graphics. Sports calendar, sir. Alan Blanco, 786-618-1443. Custom printing and embroidery. Tonight, 7 o'clock, Amarant Bank. It is the Flyers visiting our Panthers. Panthers minus 175 on the money line. Flyers plus 145. Bucks and Heat at 7:30. That'll be at Kaseya Center. The Heat are favored by 8.5 points. The over and under is 237.5. Bucks plus 250 on the money line, and the Heat minus 325. Friday at 7, Eastern Conference Finals at Chase Stadium. Inter Miami taking NYCFC on. And on Saturday at noon, the Canes, they will visit the Panthers. Canes are favored by 7.5. Over and under is 50.5. Canes minus 300 on the money line, plus 225 for the Panthers. For the Dolphins, like I told you, they're favored by 5.5, minus 275 on the money line. Saints, over and under is 41.5, and they're plus 225 on the money line. That is your 3A Graphics sports calendar. All right. By the way, not a gambling expert, not a financial expert, not like that. Not a sports expert or anything. I'm just, just doing my thing here. Panthers plus 7.5 is a gift. You don't agree? Canes are not going to rout them. Canes will be, if they win, it's like a field goal game. I think the Canes, if they win ugly. I really fear this game. Huh?
I think it depends which Pitt team shows up. That's the thing, because in their big games,
the one from the last week.
I mean, if the one from last week shows up, yeah, it's gonna be tough. But in their 3 losses, I think they've looked like a team that could be.
But isn't my memory serve me right that Pitt gives Miami trouble?
No, they do. I mean, it's one of those. I mean, most of those bottom teams in the ACC give the Canes trouble.
No, but it's like
Georgia Tech, it's Pitt, it's NC State, it's all the teams you wouldn't expect necessarily that give them the problems.
Yeah, but I fear this Pitt team.
No, and they got Narduzzi who can game plan. That's another plus for them.
Yeah. So I don't think they beat them by 8 points. Put it that way. I think this game is going to be a lot closer. If Miami wins, they win by a really tight margin. And this is not, and I am not going to sit here and shocked if they lost. I'll be mad like the rest of you, but I'm not going to be shocked. And that's only because of Mario. If it was based on talent and then you had a coach that I know is going to maximize, like if it's Spo, the football coach, obviously he's not a football coach, but if Spo was a football coach going into this game, I would feel much better. But with Mario, I don't, unfortunately. And it's going to take several moments like this of him having success in these kind of moments and not ending up like the Louisville game for me to actually have that kind of confidence in him. And I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. So what can I tell you? Dolphin Dave says, do you like to win Dallas or KC? I'm taking Dallas. Should be a good game. Let's see. What was the point spread? Dude, it's 3. Dolphin Dave. It could go either way. God, I hate to be on the fence on this because Dallas is one of those teams that can just choke, right? But I'm going to say this. This is, if I'm going to take one out of these two, I'm taking the Cowboys and the points because they're home. I know the Chiefs are they're not the same Chiefs so far. And Dallas is playing actually really good football. So I like the bet in your, like, I know this one can go either way, but if I have to pick like you did, yeah, I'm taking Cowboys +3. Yeah, even though I'm very nervous with the Cowboys and all that, I'm not betting it, but it's so close because I gotta be, I can't say this is the same Chiefs team that I'm used to seeing. You can't say that either. None of us can say that. So yeah, Cowboys +3. I like it. I like it. The 52.5 might be more of an underplay, but if anything, Cowboys +3. Lions -2.5 against the Packers. Oh, that's a tough one because the Lions also, but Lions are home. Field goal. I'll take the Lions in that one. Ravens and Bengals. I am not touching that, but if I have to, I'm taking Bengals +7. The Ravens aren't that good. So, and not that the Bengals defense is anything special, but I'm not necessarily convinced with the Ravens. So I'll take, if Joe Burrow's playing, then I'll take the 7 points. So, yeah, that'll be cool. Let's see. Favorite Thanksgiving memory for the NFL that you remember, Big O? Yeah, it has to be the Jimmy Johnson game. That's what it has to be, for sure. Kansas City will win, says Kosa. Dolphin Dave says, you're crazy. The Canes win by 20. The defense will take over. Okay. All right. Ravens better than your Dolphins. Whatever. Better than the Dolphins. Like, high school out here might be better than the Dolphins. Give me 30 seconds, sir, so I can clear my throat.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
All right. Thank you for hanging in there. Here, clear it up. Big O, just want to say hi from Dubai. Still watching your show. Thank you, Adolfo. I am dying to visit Dubai. That place looks like nothing in the world. It just looks like a giant, extravagant Disney. Dying to go to Dubai and visit that place and check it out. Oh, man, that is a cool place. I hope you're having fun, dude. Hope you're having fun. Don't forget, folks, you can make a donation to the show, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo, and you can make a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, or Solana donation as always, and we appreciate that. All right. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Pat, for resending that. I will listen to it in the car on the way home. Let's see. Okay. I like that, Jay Bird. Send me a message in Spanish. Big O still on the lemon and honey for the throat? Yeah, when I need it. Yeah. I mean, my throat's fine. It's just kind of right now, I don't know why. It's kind of the the phlegm gets in the way a little bit. That's about it. But I don't have a soreness in my throat at all. Not at all. Oh, by the way, let me do a little music. Let me do it early in the show. Get it out of the way while my voice is still with us. Because I don't know why, but all of a sudden I am having some issues with the voice because of the damn phlegmation. All right, let's start off with birthdays today. Musicians celebrating birthdays today. All right. On the 26th, who is celebrating birthdays today? British singer Rita Ora, born in 1990. Natasha Bedingfield, British singer, born in 1981. Let's see who else. So far, not a strong list. Yeah. Yesterday was really, really weak. John McVie from Fleetwood Mac, that picked up a little bit there. Let's see who else. Tina Turner. Now we're getting to somewhere. Born in 1939. That is musicians born on this date. Let's go with other famous people. Remember, if I don't give you the age, that means they are no longer with us. Let's see about Baseball Hall of Famer Lefty Gomez, born in 1908. Cartoonist Charles Schultz, born in 1922. Comedian Rich Little, born in 1938. He is 87 today. Actor Mark Margolis, born in 1939. Hall of Fame member Art Shell, born in 46. He's 79. Christian Bauer, actress, born in 66. She's 59. Actress Garcelle Beauvais, born in 66. She's 59. Actor Peter Fasinelli, born in 73. He's 52. DJ Khaled, born in 75. He's 50. Let's see who else. Sean Stanley, do you have wrestlers born on this date? I do. What do you got for me?
My fault. I'd already given up the microphone. Blackjack Mulligan was born on this date in 1942. Brian Lee is 59. Ivory is 64. And podcaster Maven is 49 on November 26, 2025.
All right. And now we go with music history. What happened today in music history? In 58, Johnny Cash made his debut on the U.S. country charts with Cry, Cry, Cry. It made it to number 14. His next 7 singles would all make the country top 10 with I Walk the Line and There You Go, both hitting number 1. In 62, on this date, the Beatles recorded their second single, Please Please Me, in 18 takes and Ask Me Why for the flip side at EMI Studios in London. When released in the U.S. on a VJ label, the first pressing featured a typographical error. The band's name was spelled Beatles with 2 T's. Okay. Cream played their farewell concert at the Royal Albert Hall in London. On the bill was Yes and Taste. In 82, Led Zeppelin released their 9th and final studio album, Coda. It features the singles Poor Tom and We're Gonna Groove. And Poor is apropos because that's the only album from Led Zeppelin that is poor. Not a good album, by the way. In 94, Boys to Men started their 14th and final week at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with I'll Make Love to You. In 2000, the Beatles went to number 1 on the U.S. album charts with Beatles 1. The album features virtually every number 1 single released from 62 to 70, issued on the 30th anniversary of the band's breakup. It was the first compilation available on 1 CD. And let me see if there's any other birthdays that I left out because it wasn't on the other list. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't, and there isn't this time. That's what happened today in music history. All right, let's rock it. Start hour number 2 on the Big O Radio Show.
Set the rhythm of your smart home with Sloman Shield Blink, the new integrated smart home platform that automates your life just the way you want it. Sloman Shield Blink, be the maestro of your own home.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rayom can help.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors, 305-345-3649. Or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Price, service, selection. Get all this and more at South Florida's #1 loved Subaru store. Subaru of Pembroke Pines. Save today with our 3 ways to save. 0% financing, 0 down payment, or make no payments for 90 days. From Subaru of Pembroke Pines.
The viewpoint, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website.
Colorado. 00 Pines Boulevard, and the one and only Eric Stampone stepping in. How you feeling, baby?
I feel great. I'm excited. You always get me excited, especially when you do that intro. The whole showroom hears you.
Yes, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Well, being Cuban too, the voice just carries, bro. You know what I mean? We're just loud people. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. So once a month, they're like, "Oh no, he's here," and so everybody closes their doors. They try to get some silence so they can have some conversations.
Big O is in the building.
Yes, we are in the building. By the way, this is funny. Brett sends in a text. He goes, "Big O, when they let go of McDummy, this team might be headed in the right direction."
I agree.
Well, that's what we said when they fired Wanstead, and then they fired, Cam Cameron, and then they fired Joe Philbin, and then they, fired Adam Gase, and then they, we always think that when we fire our last bum, the next guy won't be a bum.
That's true.
So that's why I like what Brett said. He said, might be headed in the right direction. He didn't say is headed in the right direction because, see, Brett has suffered like the rest of us, unfortunately. So you're not a McDaniel fan either?
I'm not a McDaniel fan.
Okay.
I want to hit the reset button.
We all do.
But good point. I mean, you never know because we fired a lot of coaches in the past that didn't work out. But
by the way, none of them have ever gone on to another team to have success. You know that, right? No coach,
good point.
No head coach that was hired by the Dolphins to be their head coach and then fired, because the interim stuff doesn't count. Because I know we had Campbell here for a couple games.
We had Campbell,
yeah. But he would have failed anyways,
right,
because he went to Sean Payton for 5 years to learn how to be a coach, and then he went to Detroit to have success.
Right.
So he would have failed here anyways. But all the head coaches, everyone from Jimmy Johnson all the way till now, everyone we have hired, none of them have ever resurfaced in another place. Even Adam Gase went to the Jets right away and failed.
Well, the good news is we got rid of the GM. What was his name again?
Chris Greer.
That's a start. But
I
want to hit the red reset button.
I'm with you.
And we're probably going to win out for the rest of the year and not go to the playoffs and just ruin our draft.
I don't think they'll win out
in typical Dolphin fashion.
Yeah,
we're going to win a lot of the games.
It is very typical Dolphin fashion.
Yeah.
It is very typical Dolphin fashion. It's disturbing how we're so used to this.
Yeah.
Like, it's either you start really hot and then you suck the rest of the way, or you start really cold and then you turn it on in the second half. But either way, you end up with a middling record.
Yeah. Well, the Heat are exciting.
The Heat and the Panthers.
The Heat are surprising us.
Yeah, the Heat are shocking us.
I like our team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I like our team so much now.
Me too.
I don't know if you agree with me on Sean on this one. Now I'm saying maybe I'm not making the Tyler for John Morant move.
I don't hate that.
Because John Morant, I just saw him the other day. He's not playing and he's still acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, wait a minute. If you got all these other guys and Tyler doesn't need to carry him, he just needs to compliment these guys, then I'd rather just run with these guys. They all get along. They're playing hard. Why are we going to bring in some dude that, he may have, there's no doubt he's talented.
Distraction.
But he could be an asshole again.
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction.
The whole thing with the Heat is the culture, and that's all Pat Riley. He doesn't.
Yeah, they're not going to bring in.
Yeah.
They don't want a schmuck.
Yeah.
They don't want a schmuck.
Yeah.
And so this guy's a schmuck.
Yeah.
And he's still a schmuck.
We're playing like a team.
And exactly.
We look like a college basketball team the way we're playing. Just
Yes.
moving the ball, playing hard. It's really cool. And we don't have any like selfish
No.
We have good players, but there's no like certified superstar.
No, there's no superstar
ball
on the
hog.
teams. No,
It's really cool.
Yeah. They get it.
Yeah.
So they have to use each other.
Yeah.
They have to set up their screens. They're not setting up that many screens, but either way, they're setting each other up for plays and rebounding and doing all the right things, the team game that they're doing, which is really absolutely
I love
awesome.
how we were talking about the Dolphins and we were just like, all right, let's talk about the Heat. like they're doing good. Like, give us something.
Exactly, because the Dolphins, all they
Yeah.
do is let us down, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. And by the way, the Panthers are doing just fine.
Yeah.
Considering the 7 guys they have out or 8 guys they have out now, Now, when they start getting all their guys back as the months go on, this team will just get better and better and better, and we'll be just fine.
The new goalie we got, I love. He's the future.
Yeah.
Daniil
He got us some nuggets again.
Yeah.
He got us some Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Oh.
Well, you don't know that?
No, what does that mean?
Well, when the goalie gets 30 saves or more,
everyone gets McNuggets?
We all get Chick-fil-A nuggets.
I did not know that.
You have an app? You have a Chick-fil-A app?
I don't. I will.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I learned something today. Anybody who gets a Subaru between today and Monday, I'll get them Chick-fil-A nuggets too. How about that?
There you go. So come on down 16100. All right, Pines Boulevard. Come see Eric. And by the way, right now,
it's recorded.
Dude, the interest rates are a joke.
The interest rates are insane. Yeah, right now is the time.
Like now is the time to get a car.
Yeah, you got I got my notes here. You got 0% on an Outback. What was the last time you heard of 0% financing? You got 1.9% on the Forester, 1.9% on the Crosstrek. Really, really, really aggressive rates. Subaru Motor Finance, backed by Chase, really stepped up going into the end of the year. Because right now, what you got going on, it's that time where we have the 2025 models here.
Right.
We're not getting any more 2025 models. So these cars with these aggressive interest rates are going to go quick. Right now, we're at that time where there's no more 2025s coming in. Now we have 26 coming in.
Wow.
So you have the 2025 models that are here and available, and also 2026s. What I always tell folks, for the most part, if the car that you're choosing between the current year 2025 and 2026 year, if they didn't do any major changes to the car, it's a no-brainer to get a 25 because you're gonna get such a good deal. Now with certain of the models, they'll do a huge change. Like the Outback is a body style change. So we have 2025 Outbacks here, and now we're getting the 26s here. That particular model, the 26 Outback, it's completely different. It's a brand new car. Then that's something you got to weigh out because you want to spend more money for the new body style. But if they didn't change the body style, like on the Foresters or the Crosstreks, you get a heck of a deal on these 25s. So come get them while we're here, while they're here. Excuse me.
And by the way, of course, our show is sponsored by Subaru of Pembroke Pines, the dealership that Florida trusts for unbeatable Subaru savings. And right now, we've got no payments for 90 days. Take home the Crosstrek for just $189 a month, or you can choose the Outback for $229 a month with 0% financing available. And if you're looking for hybrids, the Crosstrek Hybrid, the Forester Hybrid models are in stock now, ready for eco-friendly adventures. And don't forget to mention our name when you get here. You tell Eric, hey, Big O send me. I get $500 off, whether I'm buying or leasing a vehicle. 754-799-4129. Stop by here at Subaru of Pembroke Pines, 16100 Pines Boulevard. All right. So, what you doing, man? What you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to my folks' house tomorrow. I'm sure a lot of
football will be on.
Football will be on, and I'm sure a lot of people say this, but my mom is the best cook in the world. So
really?
I can't wait. She's been like cooking for the last week preparing.
You know what's the weirdest thing? When for my turkey day, I look forward to my mother-in-law's black beans.
Oh, there's always something. There's always
like
something
this one item.
Yeah.
She just kills it with the black beans.
That's random.
Exactly.
You got to bring me some leftovers.
Like it is just stupid. Yeah. Like I can't wait to eat her black beans. Like, wow, because she just does it.
She's mastered it.
She's mastered it. You
and
know
how
what I mean?
often does she do that just for Thanksgiving?
And Christmas.
Yeah, so it's special because you're only getting it those
2 days.
Yeah.
Those 2 days. We don't do it for New Year's, but we do it for those 2 days. She makes, the turkey and all the other stuff. But the weirdest thing is that I really look forward to the damn beans.
What is she putting in? Are they like
I have no idea what the woman does. Yeah. I don't ask her, but
know. Yeah.
I don't want to know. All I know is give me more.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Give me more. And then, I'm eating turkey with those rice and beans, and I'm just absolutely loving it. The weirdest thing, dude, the beans.
Yeah. So
she also makes boniato, which, a lot of people eat yuca or, sweet plantains and all that. But I love boniato, which is it's like a Spanish sweet potato, I think it is. Is that what boniato is? Somebody translate it for me there, boniato. But I think it's like a Spanish sweet potato. Oh, so good, dude. So she fries those. She brings me those as like a pre-meal treat. Ooh. And so once I get that, I know I'm like 40 minutes away from eating.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love
Thanksgiving. Just sit
can't
there.
wait.
And I don't eat
you
in
got
the morning.
Yeah, you got to prep. You got to prep the stomach. Just crap
in the morning, dude. Nothing. I starve myself and just take in all that smell
and then pass out on the couch.
and yes, and the tryptophan is just like, the third game, you're like, you just can't watch the third. By the way, Packers, Lions, the Chefs and the Cowboys, and the Bengals, Ravens.
Yeah, the Chiefs, Cowboys is a tough one.
No, but I'm saying all three good games.
Oh, great games.
We're not getting like crappy games.
Yeah, great games. Chiefs, Cowboys is what's the first game?
Packers, Lions, dude.
Where's that game?
Always Detroit.
Oh, it's always Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit and Dallas. Detroit and Dallas are always the home games.
Gotcha.
They're always the home games. So so we get good games at least.
Yeah.
We got the Heat and we got the Heat. We got the Heat and the Panthers tonight, and then we got them tomorrow. Do you care about Inter Miami on Friday? Do you?
Nah.
No. Okay.
No.
It's Saturday. I thought it was Friday. Oh, why did I write Friday? Oh, okay. All right, Saturday. But you don't care about that, huh?
I don't want to say I don't care, but I don't really follow it. Is Messi still on the team?
See what I mean?
Is he?
No, yes, he is. But it's funny because they haven't really captured people's imagination.
Yeah,
like
it's
they
just
thought
Messi.
It's just Messi. To me, it's just the Argentine community.
Yeah,
the best. Our Argentine community is having the time of their lives.
How can they not?
They get to reminisce with several of their players, old and young now, because they've got some young guys that are Argentine, because that's kind of like the rule. If you're bringing somebody over, they've got to come from Argentina.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. They produce plenty of soccer players. You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny that they've kind of designed the team for one part of our community. Luckily, we have a really large Argentine community, so good for them. But people like yourself, like me, I love them no matter what, so I follow them.
I'm just a South Florida guy.
I'm a local soccer guy. I've been following local soccer for 50 years, dude, since the Strikers were around back in the late 70s. So to me, I'm a pro soccer guy locally, so that they're always going to have me. But the average person like yourself, they don't have. They don't. That's why there's still tickets available to games nowadays. They're not sold out anymore. They can't overprice them to hell like they were before.
Right.
Because when he first got here,
it was bananas.
It was exactly.
Celebrities were going to those games.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And now
that was cool.
And now it completely died out.
Yeah.
Now it completely died out. They're not winning. They choked last year.
That's
so.
Why.
Exactly. You know how it is. You brought them and all this and all that, and you don't win anything, and that's kind of turned people off.
Right. I mean, South Florida, I think, doesn't have the best fans. I think when we're
winning, because we're in South Florida.
But right now, the Panthers have like a real fan base.
Right.
It's really, really cool. We've become like a hockey town.
Yeah, because they care.
Yeah, and even if we weren't winning, I still think it'd be pretty sold out. I think they got a real fan base.
Well, now they won people over. They figured it out. They learned the game, and plus they're committed to winning.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Once you commit, then we will commit too at the same time. But if you're not like you're half-assing things, bro, we got better things to do.
Yeah,
we're off to Las Olas, and we're out to South Beach, and we're out to the Grove.
We're going to Subaru Pembroke Pines.
Going to Subaru Pembroke Pines.
We got better
things. Vehicle, you know,
we got new cars.
You know, that's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Did you see the new Outback?
No, I have not.
Before you leave, you got to see it.
Okay,
it's incredible.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll do a feature on it.
That's what we should do.
Yeah. Let's do a new feature on that one for the folks out there.
Yeah, it's completely different.
By the way, is it Dog Day today?
Is it Dog Day today? No, it's always Dog Day at Subaru.
Oh, I know it's always, but there seemed to be more barking than normal. So I was wondering if there was an event going on.
No, there's just employees bring their dogs, customers bring their dogs.
By the way,
there's always different dogs here.
We are dog friendly here at Subaru. Okay, so if you don't like being apart from your best friend and you want to come see a Subaru, you can bring your dog. Okay, am I right?
You're absolutely right. I was talking to a customer the other day. I was petting her dog so long, I forgot she was buying a car. I said, I'm sorry. Yeah, please bring your dog. We love dogs.
Yeah. So if you go to the website, you go to social media, you'll see it. This is as pro dog friendly of a dealership that I've ever seen in my life. So it's actually really, really cool. How many does Mr. Zinn have? We have 4 in our house.
How many dogs?
Yeah.
They got 2 dogs.
They got 2?
They have they're sisters, I believe. They have King Shepherds.
Oh,
really cool. Have you seen them?
Yes.
They look like a German Shepherd, but not. You know,
Right,
they're gorgeous. I think a King Shepherd. You could Google it. I think it's a German Shepherd mixed with something else. I don't know what the other breed is, but gorgeous dogs.
Okay, I like that. You have any dogs yet?
I don't have any dogs, but my parents' dog, I consider my dog. They have a Mastiff.
Oh,
They have an
okay.
American Mastiff.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes,
How big is that boy?
He's 175. His name is Elvis. Because my mom is obsessed with Elvis Presley, so that's her baby.
Wow.
He's a gentle giant.
Okay. We have 4 in our house.
What kind?
We have 2. We have a Chihuahua, short-haired Chihuahua.
Dangerous.
And no, he's that one. Yeah, he's dangerous. But what I'm saying is he's the most lovable little dog I have ever had in my life. And then I have a Yorkie who's a major pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But a great dog.
Yeah.
Like super loyal, but it'll bark at anything.
Yeah.
Like if you're at the sidewalk of my house, he's already barking. Yeah. Forget about getting to the door.
He's got to protect the house.
He senses everything inside. There's no better alarm than dogs, by the way.
Yeah, fact. So it's funny you said that. So I actually, before the car business 15 years ago, I did door-to-door sales for a home security company.
Yeah.
And the training with that company was great. And they went over with us the best theft deterrents, home security being one of them. The number one theft deterrent is a dog.
Of course.
Number one over security alarms.
Who wants to deal with a freaking dog?
Yeah. Because if they're, God forbid, robbing your house, if they hear or see a dog, next house.
Yeah, because
next
it's already
noise.
They
don't want to deal with it. Yeah, it's noise.
No, the noise. You're already bringing attention.
Yeah.
So we got a Carolina dog. He's like 75 pounds. Not a big dog, but big enough. And then I've got a mix. These are all adopted.
You have
by
4
the way.
dogs.
I have 4 dogs.
Busy house.
2 bigs, 2 smalls. That's
Tough
how
to take care of or easy?
No, super easy, dude. It's really not that difficult to take.
Put the
take care
food
of.
out.
Just put, yeah, no, and
Walk
and dude, they're hanging around us all day. And
You walk them all at once?
Plenty of love. No, they have a backyard. We don't
Let them out.
Yeah, we let them out, and
Do they all get along?
Yes, they all. Well, because you bring them in as pups,
right?
So every time we bring in a new dog, it'll be a puppy,
right?
So big dogs don't do anything to puppies. So as long as the puppy grows up with the dogs, they all end up getting along, pretty much. So. But yeah, dude, and the 2 big dogs scare the crap out of people. So I have a blast with that. I have a blast watching my big dogs scare the crap out of people when they come to the front door.
Oh! Listen, Elvis, 175 pounds, scares the crap out of people.
Of
but
course.
he's not going to do anything. Here, what I tell people.
Oh, Mastiff doesn't have a bad.
He's so sweet, man.
Oh, really?
This is our 3rd one. They're gentle giants.
Oh, okay.
So dogs bark. All dogs bark.
Yeah.
When a little dog barks, people go, oh, and they pet him. If the big dog does the same exact thing, it's whoa, they're just barking.
Yeah,
It's
Maiden will tear your head off.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. She's a shepherd boxer terrier mix.
Oh.
And she is she's the sweetest thing. She's awesome with me.
Strangers.
But strangers,
not good with.
She's horrible.
Yeah.
She wants to kill you.
So I can't come into your house.
No. I have to lock the big dogs away.
Got it.
I have to and then I'm locking the big dogs away, and in the background I'm hearing on the door of the garage, because the 2-door garage is where I would put them in there to hang out and wait.
Are they good with like other dogs that they don't know?
No, not Maiden.
Not
Maiden will attack anything in sight.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a bad bitch. She's a bad bitch. And Bono also is what Bono hates are strangers.
Yeah.
If he doesn't know you, that he starts going crazy. Once he knows you, you're good with him. So yeah, so they either are jumping in the the back door or the front door, whatever it is. If there's like the neighbors in the back door making noise, they're out in the glass door going trying to get after him. It's a trip, man.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. Guys. It's a good time. So what do you got next, man? You're gonna go on a cruise, I heard?
Yeah, I told you I was going on the cruise. I just booked a cruise. That's March 26th. So
I haven't been on a cruise in years, dude.
I love cruises.
Me too.
I love cruises because they're so easy. All you got to do is you got to pick the time you want to go.
Right.
Here's my money.
That's it.
What time do I get on the boat? That's it.
And you're done.
Everything is done.
Right.
You don't got a plane. You don't got to worry about what you're eating.
You got a liquor pass too, right?
Of course. You got the booze pass. You're drinking. There's endless food every corner.
Yes.
It's just my perfect vacation because you don't have to worry about anything.
You're
chilling by
cruises.
The pool. You're relaxing.
And nowadays you're going on these big ass boats that have everything.
Yeah. So last year I did the Icon, which is the biggest cruise ship. That's Royal Caribbean's Icon. So that's their newer boat. I think it's the biggest cruise ship in the world. That thing was insane. 7,500 people fit on that boat. It was like insane. And it's crazy when you pull up to the ports, like when you're going to wherever you're going, Bahamas, Mexico, wherever.
Because you see how smaller the other boats are.
There's other ships, and it's just like
you're
nuts.
dwarfing them.
Yeah, it's nuts. And then you're like proud of it. You like get off the boat, you're like, that's the one I'm on, you know? But yeah, it was fun. It's cool.
Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen the pictures to
it's
those.
Nuts.
So which one are you going on now?
The one I'm going on in March is Celebrity, which I think
I've never been on a Celebrity cruise.
So Royal Caribbean owns Celebrity.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's their like luxury. That's like their luxury
No
brand.
shit.
Yeah, so a little more upscale.
Are the boats as big or it's
this is my second Celebrity I've been on. The one I'm going on now is their new boat. So it's called XL. It opened up, I think last week was their first sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't know that.
It's big. It's big.
I got to check out the Celebrity one the next time I go because Royal Caribbean is the best that I've had experience. I've gone on NCL. My first experience was NCL and it was fine, but Royal Caribbean is.
Yeah, it's cool because I was doing the research and I had a travel agent help me. She's great. Shout out Gina. Each cruise line has their own like shtick.
Okay.
Like Royal Caribbean is like fun amusement park, a lot of families, a lot of kids, endless stuff to do, slides, Celebrity, more upscale,
more adult. Okay.
Probably higher food quality, better service. Carnival is very affordable, more like party.
Yeah, that's more family oriented.
Yeah, they all got their things. I was looking at Virgin too.
Virgin is the one that's the one I was going to tell you that's
Virgin's
the one I
cool
want to go to.
Yeah, so I was between Virgin or Celebrity. Virgin is more like party too,
and it's really adult.
Yeah, but what's crazy is like I just want to chill, man. I don't even want to party or go nuts. I just want to be by the pool for 7 hours and just fall asleep. I just want to relax.
I love it.
Relax.
I love it.
I was telling my folks I'm going on a cruise. They're like, oh, where are you going? And I was like, away. Like, I don't even care. Give me away. Let me chill.
I love that. All right, man. So let's tell folks again, interest rates right now, they got to take advantage because you guys got some great deals going on.
You got Thanksgiving's tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy your day.
Yes.
Eat good, be with family. After Thanksgiving is literally the best time to buy a car up until the end of the year. You got Black Friday specials Friday. And then throughout all the end of the year, you got these aggressive interest rates. You got the 26 Outbacks that are here that are flying off the shelf. Everyone's calling on those. So if you are in the market for a car or thought about getting a car, now really, really is the best time to do so.
And here at Subaru Pembroke Pines, we've got the Crosstrek $189 a month, all-wheel drive, safety tech, Outback $229 a month, 0% financing. Hybrids are in stock. Crosstrek hybrid plus the Forester hybrid available right now. Make sure you mention us. You will get $500 off. So take advantage here at Subaru of Pembroke Pines. Eric, as always, thank you, my brother.
Big O, happy Thanksgiving, man.
Got it, my man. Happy Thanksgiving. We will catch up next month, my man. Thank you.
Cheers.
You got it. All right, let's go. David Furones is ready to go with our Welt and Rheaume Miami Dolphins report.
All rise, football fans, as the Welt and Rheaume Miami Dolphins report with David Furones is in session.
Welt and Rheaume has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They are committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. Here's Miami Dolphins insider David Furones.
Ride. And by the way, Rosendo, thank you for that. Confirming that I'm Boniato. How you doing, my brother? How you feeling?
I'm doing well. Got one more day for Thanksgiving. Luckily, we do get Thursday off from a media perspective, covering the Dolphins, even though they practice. But just coming back from the bye, feeling refreshed, and then it's these kind of weeks where you feel like you're kind of taking it easy. They're playing the Saints. It's at home. I got like friends and family to see too. So just mixing work with social life.
Oh, I know how it was, man. When I used to be on the beat, I remember opening gifts with my daughter in the morning on Christmas Day, and then hours later, I'm at camp.
Yeah.
Players, because it just, they're there also. They got to work too, and so it's that's the one good thing about where I'm at now, that I don't have to deal with those kind of things. But yeah, man, it's rough. It's rough, and it's rough for the players too.
Oh yeah,
on top of all of that.
Well, recent seasons. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, that they have to kind of go through all their work, and at the same time they don't get to really enjoy the holiday like the rest of the family does.
Oh yeah. Right now it's a grind. It's every day for during the season, and recent seasons it's been directly impacting holidays. Like they played on Thanksgiving in Green Bay last year, so I was out there. I had to like FaceTime my family before kickoff started so that I could talk to them at their dinner, and miss that. But that was an experience in itself to go cover a game at Lambeau Field. Luckily this year I'll get to see them, especially when they're at home on Sunday. So a true work week here. And then 2 years ago, it was Christmas Eve against the Cowboys, and then there was the Packers game on Christmas Day the year before that. So there's always like one of these holidays affected by the NFL schedule. And luckily this year it's kind of both Christmas and Thanksgiving. They're in the middle of a week. New Year's too. Once we get to that, so not too much affecting everything else going on in life.
All right. So, what's going to be the good news for Dolphin fans? Who are they going to see returning to the field against the Saints?
Boy, I would imagine Austin Jackson gets close. He hasn't even practiced, in like truly like the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday practices this week, but obviously had the Monday coming back from the bye. He was already getting the week of practice in Madrid. So I would imagine he's approaching that. And, it'll probably come down to that Saturday, whether he gets activated or not. But he has had plenty of time now. Granted, one of those kind of being, I don't want to call it a wasted week, but, a bye week where he got his 1 week and then more time for recovery. You would imagine he can come back, and if not, they would have to activate him right after this game. So I could very much see Austin Jackson. Darren Waller, it would be a quick return if he comes back off 1 week of practice, which he's going to start that window today. In a little bit.
I don't think he plays right. I don't think he plays this week. That doesn't make sense, especially an injury-prone guy like this. You may want to, like what you did with Austin, that you get to work out for the week and then see how you rebound the week after. And if everything goes well, then I think you're ready to go. I think next week sounds more realistic for Waller, right?
Yeah. So I'd bank on Austin Jackson most likely this week, and then Waller just gets his feet wet with some practices, and then maybe you revisit that next week.
Julian Hill's still good, right? He's good to go for this week, right?
Yeah, from everything I understand, because he did play in against Washington in Madrid, so he's been back, and then would have had the bye week to follow to recover even more so. So I would imagine. I bet he probably still comes up on the Wednesday injury report later today, but maybe he ends up limited, but maybe just still on there, but full participation. But
Oh, he's gone? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So he gone. He gone. So we got to get him back. And then we'll figure it out. There it is. There it is. All right, you're back.
I'm back. I think I clicked something. It took me to a new window. Sorry.
All good in the hood, man. Is there anybody that's gonna miss this week that we should know about?
Well, now our eyes are on Jalen Waddle, who just missed the Monday practice session. Now that's coming off the bye. He made it through the game in Spain, so I don't think it's anything too serious. But Mike McDaniel said he would be practicing. Well, he said everyone on the active roster would practice today. So at least it's nothing that's keeping him off the practice field. So we don't know what it is yet. We'll find out probably on the injury report if he's limited today, but maybe it's something that comes up until Friday. See if he has a game status designation of questionable, but he's dealing with something, unless it was just a rest day on Monday. And Bradley Chubb, of course, he still had the foot issue pop up 2 days before the game in Madrid. He was questionable for it because of it, and then he played through it. So he did have the bye afterwards. So I would imagine if he made it through that one, he had the bye. He's probably okay, but probably something that's still going to be on that injury report.
Dude, what happened to James Daniels? The coach came out and said he doesn't even think he probably won't even see him this year or something. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
You can clear it up for me, but man, how bad was that injury?
Yeah, I don't think that was the initial thought. I think there had to have been a setback somewhere along the line, or that just his body didn't respond the way it was anticipated. Because I remember back then when it first happened, it was like a debate as to whether to put him on IR, where he's going to miss a minimum 4 games. And then all of a sudden that turns into, all right, we're still not bringing him back to practice. Now we're getting this deep into the season. And now Mike McDaniel, what he said was he doesn't know if he will play this season, if he will come back this season or not, which seems kind of ominous at this stage. There's 6 weeks left. There had to have been some setback because it's a pectoral injury. Obviously, not all injuries to the same body part are built the same. Darren Waller, he goes through the 4 games on IR for a pec injury, and he's returning to practice today. So definitely, I imagine it had to be a setback, or like Liam Eichenberg, who whatever he's dealing with, his body hasn't responded to him, and it's just not getting better. So maybe could it be something similar to that? That's just not letting him progress to get to the level of being able to use that muscle, which obviously is vital for any blocker to have to be able to push, using the chest muscles.
What a disaster that James Daniels signing is. That guy,
yeah.
An absolute complete waste, dude. Holy shit, man! I don't think anybody. And the worst part was it had nothing to do with his original injury that he came in with. So it's just it's just really, really weird, overall.
Completely different. It came in with the Achilles. And then if you go, he had a 3-year, $24 million. Let's just say if he does not play again for the Dolphins, that comes out to $8 million per snap played. He played 3 snaps. So 24 divided by 3, 8 million. Per snap. He played the first 3 and out of the season against the Colts.
Where can I sign up for that?
Yeah, you got 2 good pecs. You got 2 good pecs.
I'll take 1 good peck. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I only need it for 3 plays. You okay?
And then
wang, pang, and slang, and that's it. I'm done. And then you just give me my $24 million, and I'm good.
Oh man. If only, right?
For 24 million, let's go. I'll survive. Let's go. I'll do that. Let me sign up for that.
Oh, there are very few injuries that I wouldn't sign up for to not receive or to receive. I mean,
it has to be
maybe every injury.
Has to be a head injury. The only one that I'm not signing up for, but a pec, bro. Let's go. In fact, I'll remove it completely if you want. I'll use a bird's pec or something for the rest of my life or something. I'll have somebody install something else there. Got plenty of money.
You'll start doing one-handed push-ups like Rocky.
That's it. One-handed everything, at that point. Yes, but yeah, wow, I would sign up for that. Now, not that some people care because we have Dolphins that are tuning out. We have Dolphins that are not satisfied with this, but those of us that are looking at the team and, hey, you're a Dolphin fan, you got to root for them. They're professionals. They're actually going to try because there are professionals. They've proven that every week. This is a winnable game, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Very winnable game for the Miami Dolphins. So, I mean, I get it for the people that are worried about draft position and all of that. But if you're looking for a game that is going to be maybe the fifth win of the season, I got to say, they got every chance to win today. I mean, on Sunday.
More than winnable, it's a game they should win. I mean, I think what are they favored by 6? I haven't looked at the line.
It is 5.5. Yes,
5.5. Yeah. So, I mean, at home against the Saints, which is a 2-9 team. Yes, these are the games that you are supposed to be winning, especially coming in, winning 3 out of 4, coming off the bye. So, the guys on the roster should be refreshed. Everyone is practicing, so it's not like, at least the guys on the active roster, you don't have many injury limitations. Obviously, this team has a bunch of guys on IR, but I consider that like a previous version of the team. Like I have long since thought of Tyreek Hill as part of the 2025 Dolphins. It's out of the equation since that injury occurred. And even then, you're getting guys like coming back, like Austin Jackson, Darren Waller returning to practice soon. So, I think this is the road that you saw this team going on once they surprised everyone with that performance in Atlanta. And then, obviously they didn't respond with the game against Baltimore, but to then replicate that kind of effort against Buffalo at home, then you're seeing, okay, Washington, they should win. Again, they were banged up, and even that one went to overtime and all that with all the missed opportunities at the goal line and such. And then you have the Saints, the Jets, who have traded Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner, even though that's on the road and it's a divisional game.
Winnable.
Yeah. This is so the people who wanted the number 1 pick, the Dolphins are distancing themselves from that at an alarming rate. It's now that part is really out of the equation now because the Titans aren't going to win 3 more games, and the Saints and the Jets are not going to give up the would you call it the advantage that they have in the standings of being worse? So
no, it's just that they're not that good. So they're going to lose a lot more than Miami is. That's all. It is what it is, dude, unfortunately. Now, for those that are stuck in the whole thing, I don't want them to win. I want draft picks or whatever. I don't care about that. But at least for the people that are overall are fans, when you start looking at the young guys, Furones, who are the young guys that you say, I want to build on those guys? Who are they?
Oh, well, certainly Patrick Paul as a left tackle, first-year starter, second year in the league. I don't think anyone could have projected that he is this polished at this stage because that's what he was, very raw coming out of college and to kind of, they don't want to call it a redshirt year in the pros, but really that's kind of what you had going on is you had Teron Armstead to start at left tackle, and you knew he was going to miss some time. He's always banged up, so there were going to be some spot starts, some spot opportunities for Patrick Paul. And then, just the way he went about that offseason between year 1 and year 2, which I think you knew because of the character of the kid that you knew he would approach it that way. And this is what Chris Greer back then, who you got to give him credit for a great draft pick there. Mike McDaniel, what they saw in this player from the interview aspect of it, that just flashes right away when you talk to him, that you could just tell he's going to go about things the right way. And that's why you've seen such incredible improvement to go with the natural abilities, that the size and the tangible things that he already had. So he's one guy, I look at obviously the 2024 first round pick of Chop Robinson is one that, you hope to see flourish. That's one thing to really look for down the stretch is, does Chop Robinson go and show that flash that he did for a lot of the second half of 2024 and get back to that 6-sack type of player who he only has 1 sack this year, a lot of it because he's been behind Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb. So do you start to again see that reemerge for him down the stretch? And obviously Devon Achane at a position where at running back you have a short shelf life, but and obviously
I'm giving him a second contract, bro. I'm giving him a
you got to.
This offseason, I'm extending him and I'm keeping him because it doesn't matter if you keep Tua or if you bring in another quarterback, whoever it is, dude, you need weapons and you got to keep Devon Achane there. And by the way, he's young enough that he can survive a second contract.
Yes.
A third contract, well, I don't know about that one, but he's young enough that you can go with the second contract.
Yeah, I'm with you on that second contract. I think right now he's not showing any signs of slowing down. So, second contract for sure. I think he would survive that. And then, Jalen Waddle's not that young anymore. He's been in the league since 2021, but obviously you already have given him his second contract, so he's on that extension. But definitely thought of highly enough in this organization to turn down some offers that were coming in at the trade deadline. So clearly one of the blocks that they do want to build around, as it's they never want to use the word rebuild or soft rebuild or reset, any of those, but when players were available at 2-7 at the trade deadline, and then you turn down some offers, you kind of figure out the pieces that are going to be the ones that survive through whatever the change may be. If it's just like trying to win with those pieces and an infusion of younger ones, but I'll even go deeper. Dante Trader, I like as a
he's been a good pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a guy that's showing some potential and, maybe like in the mold of a Minka, obviously not, he was a first round pick and everyone knew what he would be, but kind of like a gem that you found there in the 5th round. So, and we'll see how these D tackles develop. You brought in 3 of them and obviously playing in the trenches in the NFL, like Jonas Avaya and Naya is on the other side. There's some growing pains that are going to come because you're going against grown ass men in there. And, as big as you are, as strong as you are coming out of college, there's still so much more development that needs to take place physically, as someone in their younger 20s, going up against men now instead of, kids your age, to really become the player that you have the potential to be in the NFL.
Yeah, I am. That to me is also, for you Dolphin fans that are out there frustrated, that's kind of what you want to look at least. All right, who moving forward, no matter what coach, at least what players can you build on, what building blocks? I think those are the important things, that you want to focus in on, not tie yourself up with worrying about draft position or any of that other frustrating stuff that you can't control, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I want them to lose. Well, guess what? We've all wanted them to win a bunch, and they don't. So it's not like they listen to us anyways.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of crazy the way it goes.
At the end of the day, it's what you do with those draft picks, right. and it's not like, and you're still tied to the Tua contract that where, at least it's difficult to get out of for next year. So if you are going to go another year with him, then at least get a lot of talent around at different positions where, all right, if you want to think about quarterback in the draft, which is what you would want the highest pick for, then, you're thinking about that starting with the following draft, 2027. So, you're not going to get the Fernando Mendoza in this draft or, and any of the other top quarterbacks, unless someone falls to you. But anyway, you probably just want to find solid players everywhere else right now to really build a great foundation of a roster.
As I've said, there's no such thing as the star quarterback that carried a team to a title. But there's plenty of really great teams that carried an average quarterback to a title. So build the team. Keep building the team. When the day comes that you can land that quarterback, then you go for it. But don't reach. Build the team. And then you can have success down the line.
I mean, who was talking about Tom Brady in that sense that during that first stretch of like when he came in for Drew Bledsoe in 2001, no one saw Tom Brady as this crazy. No one expected, this guy is going to become the GOAT one day. He had a tremendous defense, Bill Belichick there. Just had to manage the games, win it with a clutch drive. And that's how he went about it early in the season. So, a lot of stories like that. It's very difficult for Josh Allen to go and take the Buffalo Bills. He still hasn't been able to do it. Take them all the way. So, Patrick Mahomes went into a great situation with the Chiefs under Alex Smith. They already had a lot of the building blocks there. So he goes in right away, and so that's how. Part of how he has been able to have the success he has had.
That's why
Jalen Hurts in Philly.
Don't kill yourself to go get and reach for a quarterback or any of that. If you're not going to get the top guy or the guy you think is really a franchise guy right now, then just build the team, bro. Just keep building the team and go get a reclamation project. Go use Tua for one more season if you have to or whatever it is. But don't force the quarterback. Build the team instead, because if you build a good enough team, you won't need a great quarterback. That's the thing, and that's like Greasy was a great quarterback that didn't have to be great in the Super Bowl. That's pretty amazing. All he had to do was kind of game manage everything because the team was so dominant. But then Marino has a team that's not good enough. So he has to do more than the average guy, and that's not who he was. He can only do things with his arm. He wasn't going to do anything with his legs or anything like that. So it really focus on building the team, and then eventually you'll find the guy at quarterback. It may not have to be a franchise guy. It may only be a guy that's good enough, like a Trent Dilfer or a Nick Foles or a Jalen Hurts. They aren't really great passers, but they are good enough to get it done for you. So build the team instead, because it's a lot easier to build a team than it is to find a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, you nailed it. That's right.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. All right, what else you working on this Sentinel so folks can check you out, my friend?
Yeah, funny. We talked about Chop Robinson, or not funny. Ironic. I don't know, because I did just write about him. What Mike McDaniel was saying is some of the things he has been doing that show that he's going about things the right way, even as maybe a lot of guys would get down on themselves when the sack production isn't there for them. So maybe some signs that he could be on the verge of a turnaround. So writing that, I'll come up with a Tua angle later as he's going to speak, and then kind of just cruise into Thanksgiving, enjoy that, and then just start wrapping up the week going into the Saints game pretty soon here.
By the way, 2 years in, Tom Brady's a hell of a general manager, right?
But he's out there slinging the football on his Fox broadcast.
Just for all the Dolphin fans. Oh no, bring in JT, bring in Zach, have Marino running. I'm just saying, just to throw it out there. Diana Rossini reported that he was the one that wanted Chip Kelly. The dude didn't even last 2/3 of a season, and they're paying him. He's the highest paid offensive coordinator in the NFL, right?
Whoa, he was
$6 million a year.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh man, that's a Raiders move for you. That is a Raiders move.
Tom, you think they didn't run Geno Smith through Tom Brady? When you have a quarterback that is in your hierarchy, and you're going to draft a quarterback, you're going to ask Marino or Tom Brady or whoever else is there, hey, you played the position. What do you think of this guy?
Yeah, for sure.
So and then you bring in also old ass Pete Carroll. I'm just saying, 2 years in, Tom Brady's a real genius like Michael Jordan. And so it's a nice lesson for Dolphin fans out there with that stupidity of, oh no, JT will be a great GM and so will Zach or so will Marino. No, you idiots. You have no idea if they can do the job. In fact, there's a good chance that all three of them will suck at the job. In fact, there's rare chance that any of the three will be good at it, because that's usually what happens with great players. The Ozzie Newsomes and the Jerry Wests of the world are few and far between.
Yeah.
Few and far between.
I do wonder what kind of GM LeBron would be, since he already has so much experience within his playing days. He basically, he was consulted for all those Cleveland
Shabazz Napier. Did he want Shabazz Napier?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That was one where the Heat did. But I mean, Cleveland, it was like basically he was the one making the push, and then even with the Lakers, bringing in Anthony Davis when they got together, he's been at the forefront of so much.
He'll be terrible like the rest of them, like most of them. There's a good chance. Great players, dude, are rarely ever good coaches, and they're rarely ever good GMs. Rarely. Dude, John Elway won a Super Bowl because he built great defenses. The guy couldn't find a quarterback. John Elway could never find a quarterback. Think about that.
And then had to just bring in Peyton Manning at the end of his career.
Well, and what idiot doesn't bring in Peyton Manning?
Of course,
like that doesn't take. In fact, we had him here, visiting, because a rocket scientist said, "Oh, if Peyton Manning's available, yeah, we'll sign him." I mean, that doesn't take a lot of intelligence. But think about that. John Elway could not figure out a young QB. Yeah. All you need to know, bro. Michael Jordan is the worst of the worst. Nobody has ever been worse than Michael Jordan, and he's the best of the best.
Right.
It's crazy.
Fascinating.
So it just, it is fascinating, because 2 years in, Tom Brady's already one of the worst GMs in the history of the NFL. 2 years in. So Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, Austin Gentry, the number 5 pick overall, on monster bust. Yeah. And now you add Chip Kelly, highest paid offensive coordinator in the NFL, can't last 2/3 of a season.
Yeah. Some of these great athletes, maybe just leave us with the greatness that you had on the field, right?
And that's why I tell Dolphins, stop doing this to Marino, because he already tried it and he left within hours of the job. He left. Okay, I was there in the Senior Bowl. He realized this was going to be real work. He was like, no, dude, I don't need this. Yeah, so he was out. What Dolphins don't realize is that what you'll end up doing is ripping Zach or JT or Marino after they failed as this is what it'll be. Oh, dude, great player. But, dude, he sucked as a GM. They don't need this, bro. Leave those guys alone. That's what I say.
Yeah. But JT though is doing great coaching his position. Yeah, as a coach, yes.
Position coach. Now we'll see.
Yeah.
Again,
I can see him taking the next step of like a deep court. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even know if he's a coordinator. We don't even know if he can be a head coach. We don't even know if he can be a GM. Those are, it's lots of guys can get to a position coach, but start going higher and higher. It's not that easy. It's just we have this thing, especially fans. Oh, the guy's a former great player. Oh, I'll give you an example. We have Bounty Gate. Okay. I don't know if you remember this, but people were writing, oh, no worries. They suspend Sean Payton. It doesn't matter. Drew Brees will handle it. He's like a coach on the field.
Yeah.
You remember that? And then what happened with Seattle, with the Saints? They went to crap. Once they lost Sean Payton and they lost everything, they went to crap. They had the same exact team from the year before, and they went to absolute crap. And why? People were writing, oh, no, they'll be fine. They won't miss Sean Payton. They have Drew Brees. No, dude, that's not the way it goes. Okay? Your player, just because he's a great quarterback, doesn't mean he's going to become the guy that's going to lead your whole team and your franchise through an entire season. No, dude, that's not the quarterback's job. So it's just we have this silliness that we want to lay this extra burden on a great player because he was a great player. And it's just not right. That's not right. Anyway, follow him on Twitter at @DavidFuronis_ and catch his work there at the South Florida Sun Sentinel. Have a great weekend and happy Thanksgiving, my brother.
Happy Thanksgiving, Big O.
You got it. Welton Rayom, bankruptcy, homeowner property damage, condo damage, criminal defense, business owner claims, commercial litigation, personal injury. I've been telling you about these guys for 6 years. And so many of our listeners have called over the years because they know that they're going to get two guys that are going to protect everything that they're all about. So if you're suffering right now, you're dealing with bankruptcy issues, they can take care of you. If your property suffered some kind of damage, never call the insurance companies. Never. Call Welton Rayom first. They will send their adjusters. So save this number. Maybe you don't need them right now, but down the line you do. 954-966-4646.
This has been another session of the Welton Rayom Miami Dolphins Report with David Furonis. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. They handle complex personal injury claims caused by the fault of another in both state and federal courts. They handle auto, trucking, motorcycle slip and fall, and bicycle accidents. Call 954-966-4646. Welton Rayom can help.
Folks, come on out here. Talk to Eric and all the great people out here at Subaru of Pembroke Pines, 16100 Pines Boulevard. See Alan, the GM, out here. And, of course, the dealership that South Florida will trust for unbeatable Subaru savings. No payments for 90 days. Right now, you can take home the Crosstrek for just $189 a month, or you can choose the Outback for $229 a month. 0% financing available. And if you're looking for hybrids, the Crosstrek and Hybrid and the Forest Hybrid models are in stock now and ready for eco-friendly adventures. Mention us and you will get $500 off. Mention the Big O, get $500 off buying or leasing a vehicle. We thank David Furonis. We thank Eric Stampone. We thank Alan out here, of course, the general manager. We thank the one and only Sean Stanley. We thank all of you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. As always, you can make a donation to the show, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. We will see you on Friday. We're off tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the family. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the football. We'll see you on Friday morning from across the street at Acura of Pembroke Pines, baby. We'll see you tomorrow. On Friday. Same time, same place, same bat channel.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.